For that. So moving on, when he was elected in March 2013, Pope Francis was hailed as a humble man, and that's a trait that continues to stick with him. He's demonstrated a will to break from tradition and do things his way, resulting in a number of people first. Our Yoo Li-an reports.
He's the first person from the Americas and the first Jesuit to be elected Pope. But that's just a thumbnail sketch of the first that can be applied to Pope Francis. He washed and kissed the feet of a dozen inmates at a juvenile detention center in the first Holy Thursday ritual after being elected last year. 2 women were among the 12, which represented the first time a pope had included females in the rite. Francis is also the first pope to have taken a vow of poverty since the mid-19th century, and the pontiff is known for shunning the usual luxuries afforded to senior prelates, such as wearing velvet or regal fur. Demonstrating his outreach to the poor, Pope Francis invited 3 homeless people who live on the streets near the Vatican to join him in celebrating his birthday late last year. His gentle and open heart was on display again during an address to thousands of people at Vatican City last October, when a young boy not only climbed up and sat down in the Pope's chair, but also put his arms around the Pope's legs. The pontiff simply smiled and patted the young boy's head. He's drawn further attention in breaking away from formality by checking out of a hotel without his entourage and taking public transportation instead of private vehicles.
He's a very humble man. He's a very simple man, and he's a man who put the preaching of the gospel at the heart, at the core of his lifestyle.
That will be reflected during his trip to Korea. Pope Francis has requested to be driven around in a compact car, and with the exception of the formal luncheons penciled into his schedule, he will be eating alongside employees at the embassy of the Holy See.
We are focusing on humility, things that are not costly and are ordinary, because that's what the Pope wants.
Yoo Li-an, Arirang News.